Today, I'm going over 10 mistakes not some, not most, every young man makes, including you and me. I was young once, gentlemen. But the good news is that now I'm an old man. With age, though, comes wisdom. And today, I'm dropping the shit out of it on you. So these mistakes were going on when I was a young alpha. But today, my God, it's gotten even worse. They fall into 3 different categories: style, grooming, and social skills. The first mistake is... Hey, you're awkward. You're super freaking awkward around older people. One of the biggest mistakes that a lot of young men make is that when they meet their spicy senorita's parents for the first time, they get like super awkward. They don't make eye contact. They don't want to shake it. Gentlemen, here's the deal. Her father knows that you're about to do dirty little things to his sweet little angel. The least you can do is say, hello, yes sir, yes ma'am, please, thank you, shake his hand, have a conversation with the dude. By you being a gentleman, sitting there for a second, having a conversation, looking him in the eye and not acting all super shady and weird, knowing that he knows what you're about to do, which is bad, takes the edge off a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. But it's not only Spicy Senorita's parents, it's everybody. Gentlemen, if you want to accomplish anything in life, when you're talking to an adult or someone you don't know, you gotta act like a man. You gotta talk to them like a man. You gotta shake their hand like a man. Speaking of hands, I want you to look at yours, all right? I want you to look at your hands, your nails more specifically, because this is the second biggest mistake that like every young dude make. Your hands, your nails are nasty. But I don't know what it is about young dudes, but your hands are freaking filthy. They're nasty, they're disgusting. Your nails are like long or they're bitten and the cuticles are all nasty. You got crap under. I know where those hands have been. Exactly. Gentlemen, you gotta make sure your hand, your nail game is super strong. What I would recommend, guys, is grab some type of manicure kit. If you don't want to get a manicure kit, no problem. Just get a nice pair of high quality nail clippers. Like these are from Pete and Pedro. I'll link to them down below. They've got a pair for your nails, which are smaller, and the larger pair, this is actually for your toes. You got to make sure your feet aren't funky. But if you're wanting to take your nail game to the next level, guys, invest in some type of manicure kit, all right? This kit comes with, all right, cuticle cutters, you got little scissors, you got tweezers, which are perfect for plucking, as opposed to what most young dudes do, which is shave their unibrow. Never shave your eyebrows, gentlemen, which is actually the third thing that most young dudes do. Most young dudes decide they don't want to rock the unibrow anymore, right? They'll get a razor and they'll try to get in there, right? And what happens is they totally jack it up. Either A, they go too wide and then they look like they're slow. When you shave a hair, you're actually seeing a larger cross-section of that hair. And so when it grows back, they all grow back together, giving you a 5 o'clock shadow and stubble on your brows. Instead, like I was saying, you got to make sure, gentlemen, that you tweeze them. Invest in a high quality pair of tweezers and then proceed to pluck your brows, right? The deal is, guys, if you want to grab this kit, I'm also going to link to it down below. It's from Pete and Pedro. I've also got a discount code for you. The fourth mistake that like every young man makes is allowing somebody else to pick out their clothes. I don't care if it's your mom. I don't care if it's grandma. I don't care if it's your spicy ass girlfriend who's like, oh, Brian, I got this for you. Isn't it amazing? I love it. You don't love it. You don't even like it, gentlemen. Do not allow somebody else to pick out clothing for you. Gentlemen, style, it's a personal thing. Now, when you're like really little, like 6, okay, I get it, right? You can't really shop and technically you don't have any money. But over the age of 12, it's your responsibility. Don't allow somebody else to pick out your gear, gentlemen. Now I know what you're thinking, right? Because I'm smart and I've been your age once. You're like, yo, how do I stop people from buying me clothes? Just tell them. Say, don't buy me clothes. Give me money. Get it off! Speaking of wearing, the fifth mistake that most every young man makes is not understanding how to accessorize properly, all right? So here's the deal. You gotta A, know that you have to wear accessories. Possibly a badass pair of sunglasses. These are Enemy matte black, silver, wood, exactly. Sunglasses. Every single person needs one. A watch. Every single person needs one. Now, bracelets or rings or other accessories like that, chains, guys, that's something that's gonna be a personal preference thing. Me personally, I think a single bracelet is amazing. A badass ring like this, we also sell at Enemy. We sell all this shit at Enemy. You're gonna wear a chain, wear one, tuck it in. But Alpha, if I tuck in my chains, how will anybody see it? You're right. But I personally think it looks kind of tacky when you got like some type of chain or necklace and it's hanging out of your shirt. Little tacky, but not as tacky as number 6, which is axe. It's in my throat. Gentlemen, there is an epidemic of mass proportion. There's so many young dudes who are like, yo, I want to smell amazing, right? And you get some Axe. You're like, damn, body spray. You spray it all over. You spray it on your junk. You're like, here I am, mama. Come and get me. It's not come here and get it, mama. It's, oh my God, stay away. Because that's exactly what happens. Gentlemen, if you are using an overpowering body spray or too much fragrance, even if the fragrance is amazing like Rebel, Hero, or King's... Oh, King's my new favorite. Even if it's an amazing fragrance, gentlemen, and it's overpowering, you are sending the subliminal, and not even subliminal. It is a message to stay away because nobody wants to be around a young dude who stinks. Guys, if you're ready to take your fragrance game to the next level, you gotta hit that link down below and check out the new amazing EDP fragrances by Pete and Pedro. We got 3 different options for you to choose from. If you like a super crisp, light fragrance, guys, you are gonna love Hero. It is light, it is fresh. The inspiration for Hero was Acqua di Gio, but Acqua di Gio, it didn't last long, but I always used to get a ton of compliments, and so we tweaked it, we elevated it, and this is amazing. It's also under $50, but if you're somebody who wants something a little more dramatic, a little more sexy, you gotta check out Rebel. Rebel, the inspiration was Creed Aventus. Creed Aventus was my all-time favorite fragrance, right? I used to get a ton of compliments on it, but I was sick and tired of spending $350 on a bottle of Creed, so I went to my lab, I said, yo, I need to make something like Creed, but a little different, a little sexier, and so we have killed it with Rebel. Gentlemen, Rebel is not an identical copy, but if you like Creed Aventus, you're gonna love Rebel. And King is literally... it is like so incredibly sexy. It's masculine, it's earthy. King is ridiculous. I think actually this might be my favorite. They're all amazing, but King, it's also the newest. Guys, go and read the reviews, right? I'm gonna link to them down below. Everybody is loving them. The beautiful thing, they're all under $50. The inspiration for King was actually Creed's Green Irish Tweed, one of my all-time favorite fragrances. Guys, I'm gonna link to all 3 of these down below. Now, here's the other cool thing. If you buy them as a set, you're actually going to save a ton of cash. For those of you who are like, I'm not sure, I'm not ready to pull the trigger, we also sell deluxe samples, guys. These actually have little sprayers on them, right? Yeah, exactly. These things are amazing, guys. They're also an incredible deal. So I'm going to link to everything down below. Go and check it out. Read the reviews. It's not just my opinion. Everybody is freaking out over these fragrances. And if you're ready to take your game to the next level and not spend a ton of cash on amazing fragrances that you get a ton of compliments on, you got to check out the Pete and Pedro EDP fragrances. The other thing, guys, there's going to be a discount code down below. Use it because it is for a limited time, all right? About 48 hours only, then we're killing it. That deal is ridiculous. The 7th mistake that most young men make when they start to get a little facial hair is thinking that they should rock whatever they have. In your head, you're like, damn, mama, check it out. That's like dark peach fuzz, right? And so you're like, I think I'm going to grow it in. Gentlemen, don't grow it in. Shave that shit off, gentlemen. Don't grow it in now. There will be a time for that later. The truth is, the more you shave, the more often you shave, the more your hair's gonna grow, the darker it's gonna get, and the faster you're actually gonna have a luscious beard. The 8th mistake that a lot of young dudes make is what I call going with the parental flow. I'm not saying not to listen to your parents. The truth is, they most of the time have your back and they have your best interest in mind. But at some point, you've got to decide what you want and not what they want. As the truth is, you've got to decide what is going to make you happy, not your parents happy. Now, sometimes those are aligned, but oftentimes they're not. There are way too many young dudes that do what other people want them to do as opposed to what makes them feel successful, feel confident, feel happy, and that will ultimately lead to their fulfillment. Your life, not theirs, not your weird Uncle Barry's, not your girlfriend, not your gentleman. This is yours. And if you do and live a life for other people, you are never gonna be happy. I'm not gonna be happy if you keep using all those whack-ass, cheap-ass drugstore hair products. The reason why these hair products are so inexpensive is because they are so cheap in terms of quality. Guys, the bottom line is this. Higher quality products are gonna cost a little bit more, but for me personally, I think my hair is important, and so I'm gonna invest a little bit extra money in getting a better quality product. Gentlemen, the other thing you need to do is use less product. Time to upgrade your hair product so that your hair is healthier and it does what you want it to do. Guys, if you're not sure what product is gonna be right for you, I'm gonna link to a quiz where you tell Pete and Pedro what hairstyle, how much hold, how much shine you want, and we'll make a recommendation for you. But the bottom line, you gotta stop using so damn much product in your hair. And last but certainly not least, the 10th mistake that a lot of young men make is not getting to know people prior to passing judgment on them. Stop judging people based on what you see, right? It's not about their skin color, their ethnicity, their sexuality, or their political views. It's what's inside. It's the content of their character, as they say. This, ultimately, is what's important. The other important thing is that you drop me one of these, be like, yo, Alpha, you rock. And even though you're an old dude, I still respect the fact that you're looking out for me. Because, gentlemen, that is my goal. That is my job. I got your back. I'm on your side. And I think you are amazing. But if you could stop doing the 10 things we talked about, that would be great.